We had it made from Mr. Mark Pearson's. He got some money for his YouTube account, and we started a belt fund, £200 at cost. The former champ demands Dave give him the belt. Max Carnage demands Dave gives him the belt. Dave lays out Max with the belt and starts going to town with some weapons. A leg drop on Max from Dave, and then walks away. Fourth match, Johnny Magnum vs Champagne in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can't go fully into detail for obvious reasons. I mean, the RWL match, what I went fully into detail in that lasted only about 10 minutes. So imagine a 30-minute Iron Man match, it'll just take up too much time. So I'll tell you what falls happened in that match. The first fall goes to Champagne after a chokeslam, aka the painkiller, off a ladder on Johnny Magnum. Second fall goes to Champagne again after a pain game, a DDT, that is, to you non-UBW fans. Magnum pulls the fall back with a huge That 70s kick, a super kick for non-UBW fans. Magnum makes Pain tap out with a double chicken wing submission. It's now 2-2. Champagne gets a third fall when Johnny Magnum taps to an ankle lock, the Hell's Gate, I believe the Champagne calls it. Then that's in the final minutes of the match. So winner with 3 falls against 2, Champagne, and the new #1 contender. So he will go on to face either Max Carnage or Extreme Dave at the next free-per-view, Vendetta, May 23rd, for those of you who don't know. If you want to come down to Preston, come down and watch it. I won't be there, but my colleague Mr. Insano will. He's not very friendly. Main event for the UBW Championship, Max Carnage vs Extreme Dave, the ultimate extremist. Match starts off with both men just going at it, some lefts, some rights, some nice counter wrestling from both men, and then a big hammerlock from Max Carnage. Dave takes down Max with a headlock takedown. A very nice leg drop from Dave, then puts a road sign on Max and hits him with a rolling thunder, but only gets a 2. Max gives Dave some sick weapon shots, just going to town with them weapons, road signs. Then a big leg drop from Max, gets a 2. Neck breaker from Dave. Then a frog splash from the ladder by Dave. A nice running slam from Max Carnage. Dave puts a ladder on Max and drop kicks a ladder into Max, drives it into Max for a 2 count. A good DDT from Max, gets a 2. Dave hits a hatchet to the head. Looks like he's going to win, but then Danny Ace comes out. Danny Ace runs out with the new UBW title and smashes Dave in the head with the title, lays him out completely unconscious, busted him open as well, drags Max Carnage over onto Dave, puts him on top of him. Max Carnage gets a 1-2-3 with a big assist from Danny Ace, that no good son of a cockney bitch, Danny Ace. So yeah, Max Carnage is still your UBW Ultimate British Wrestling Champion. He goes on to face Champagne at Vendetta. Also, I'd like to announce the card for Vendetta. Yes, it is here, finally, the card for Vendetta. Okay, so, you've got Max Carnage versus Champagne, UBW title. But ladies and gentlemen, whoever loses must retire. That's right, they must retire. Ladies and gentlemen, these are 2 veterans in backyard wrestling. About 27, I believe both men are, so they are veterans. Champagne has 10 years more experience than Mr. Insano, the youngest man on the roster, compared to the oldest man on the roster, Champagne. 10 years! So these 2 are veterans. Backyard wrestling, UBW will not be the same without neither one of them. And then, of course, you have Danny Ace versus Extreme Dave in a 2 out of 3 falls table match. So one man has to put his opponent through 2 tables to get the win. Also, we have a tournament coming up. We have the first rounds of the tournament, the RWL match, Velo versus JT Kindrick. We've seen some of the match at Doomsday, the ladders only, absolutely phenomenal match. And then you had the match at Salvation. So right now it's 1-1. And ladies and gentlemen, coincidentally, Johnny Magnum versus Mr. Insano, also both men in that match are 1-1. It's amazing. Both men. So you've got 3, ladies and gentlemen. You've got two matches there. So whoever wins out of them 2 finally can say they have 2 falls over the other man. Of course, I can think of matches with Champagne and Max Carnage. I think they're pretty even as well. And then you have Liam Styles versus Swinbad, also in the opening match to this contest. The first couple of matches for this contest, I'm not sure if there's one more. The Freak versus the Executioner, round 2. Can Freak get a win over the Executioner? Who knows? We've seen some new stuff from Freak at Doomsday. Maybe he can overcome the odds, against the Executioner. I doubt it, personally, but it could happen. I mean, pigs can fly. Obviously, just go throw my ex-girlfriend out a window, and then you've got it. Boom! Oh, that's a great one. Also, while I'm here, I may as well plug it. Next week, we crown the first ever UK Battleborn Wrestling champion. That's right, the UK BBW Championship has come to be. The match has been taped. I'll tell you who's in that match. Danny Ace, Freak, Mr. Insano, Liam Styles, and Johnny Magnum all go at it to be the first man to hold that prestigious belt. And ladies and gentlemen, what is this I have here in my hands? It's a BBW UK BBW Championship, also known as the Alcohol Utility Belt. How can I follow that? Anyway, back to the show. On to our next fed now. SIW Wrestling, a royal opportunity. This event is called. The first match is Shane Royal versus Evan Almighty. Stipulation on this match: the winner gets a spot in the main event for the SIW Championship. Some stiff forearms from both men to get this match started off. A good clothesline from Royale. A big gut-wrench suplex from Almighty, bigger of the 2. A nice Boston Crab from Almighty. Royal gets a rope break to break it up. An awesome Russian leg sweep. I love that move. I absolutely adore that move. From Royal, gets a 2. A nice cloverleaf from Royal. Almighty powers out because he's got that almighty strength. Royal hits the double knees from the top rope, gets a 2. Almighty hits the fall out. It's like Mr. Kennedy's mic check and Mr. Insano's brain damage. Gets a 2. Royal hits the Playmaker to get the win. This match was good. Both men got some good offense in, not just one man doing this and then another doing that. So some good psychology there. The commentating was awesome. The crowd, not so much. I'll get into that crowd and some ideas I've got for you guys at the end of this. But yeah, I give this match a 2.5 star. Didn't go so long, but it was a good match. It was a good match from what I saw.